statement, Coach?
Yeah, it was obviously a good team win for us. It was great to come down here and win comfortably. Had control of the game the whole, middle of the second quarter on. Felt like we controlled it. I wasn't real happy with the 2 late touchdowns, but we shut them out the second half till Whitney scored 2:50 left, 2:30 or something. So we played well in all 3 phases. I thought our guys played hard. I thought they played physical. I thought they dominated the physical battle. And JV was ready tonight.
Your thoughts on just how the team kind of handled some of the the talk and all that kind of hoopla coming into it?
I don't think they pay any attention to it.
Oh, is that Quavo? I wanted to ask specifically.
I think they can care less what some university president has to say.
I wanted to ask you specifically about the IOP play. He stands in the pocket. I think it was only a 7-point game at that point. Stands in there, takes a big shot. You see their quarterback's trying to get rid of the ball, doesn't want to take a hit. But it seemed like the sideline gets really juiced up, knowing that their quarterback's going to put his body on the line for plays like that. What does that say,
Well, everybody that puts on the maroon and silver is a physical player. No one's excluded from that. Kaylee's a tough physical football player. Has good throw, and he came back and made more, so good on him.
What do you think of the defense kind of settling in the second half? Because you mentioned the late touchdowns.
It was good. We went a whole lot of the game without them being able to score. The first 2 touchdowns, we had some breakdowns in our run defense, and it was more or less guys trying to do too much and not just doing their job and only their job. They're 111th and they trying to do too much, and we got out of sorts a little bit and gave up some plays, and we settled that down, and then we shut them out for I don't know how many minutes, Dave, would you say? How many minutes of that game did we shut them out for? Probably close to 30, I think.
Yeah, it was like
20, whatever it was, right?
Sure.
So we settled in and we played better, and I really felt, and one of the things we talked about as a team was if they couldn't run the ball, they couldn't beat us, and that ended up being pretty factual.
All right,
go ahead.
You guys had 6 sacks today. Just your initial impressions of just playing the trenches there.
Yeah, we played well, and he holds on to the ball. I keep telling you that the key to that is a quarterback that doesn't catch it, take one look, and throw it in the stands if he doesn't like what he sees. That guy's going to hang on to it. And, he made plenty of plays with his feet, too. So he's to be credited for some of that. And the yardage and points they got there late in the game was all him running around. He had a hard time getting corralled. Thought he made some of our down-the-line guys that were in the game look not very fast. He is a fast player.
The start of the fourth quarter, you guys are rolling through that third quarter, and then you called the 4th down play with Ty and Ian. What'd you see there?
Fake punt?
Yes. Yeah. What'd you think of that and their execution? What made you want to call it there?
Yeah, it's a play we've had in since August, and it takes a specific situation for me to want to call that. It's a shot play. It's not a. That's with the offense. It's not a high percentage throw necessarily, right? And so it's even less with the punt team and the punter throwing it. But that's a play we've had in since August, and they went and executed it pretty well, and obviously really well. It's good to see, and ended up being pretty. That was the play that put them away.
You mentioned obviously you don't know if the team paid attention to anything on the outside. What do you think of your team's just mental ability to lock in and focus on the task at hand because of that? What would you say about that element?
One more time. Just our mental toughness.
Yeah.
We
just blocking things out, focusing.
We believe that we train mental toughness through the year, and we teach and preach focus to our guys, and I don't think focus is an issue for this group ever. I don't think preparation is an issue. If somebody's good enough, they'll beat us, but they're going to have to outplay us, and they're not. Nobody is going to out-prepare or be more focused than that.
Sac State tried their own fake punt in the first half. Is that something they had shown you guys on film?
No,
and just what did you think of your ability to stop that?
They hadn't faked a punt. With what we were doing on the punt block game, they couldn't handle it very well. and we knew that they would fake it. I didn't think they would throw it to the punter. We didn't have them covered. I thought they would throw it to one of their two upbacks. They shifted everybody over to the right, went with their rollout look, which we were shifted to, and then throwing it back to the punter was, you have 11 versus their 11. You really only have 10 because the returner's back there. So you're a little short-handed. I don't know their playbook, but I'm sure they've got 4 or 5 probably that they can go to at any point in time.
And then
their protection's not sound.
Sorry. They fumbled the punt that Tanner recovered. You guys scored right at the end of the first half, right away at the start of the second half. How big was that sequence for you guys?
Well, anytime, takeaways are big, and no matter who gets them. Obviously, we've been wanting to get one in the kicking game. We ended up really getting 2 on those 2 plays. So 2 takeaways in the kicking game probably was pretty rough on them.
All good?
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks, Coach. Homecoming return here to Sacramento, and obviously a lot of talk throughout the week. Just how's it feel to get the win, and what's going through your mind?
Amazing, man. I mean, there was a lot of talk. They tried to get chippy before, try to get us out of our game. But at the end of the day, man, great teams are going to keep winning. We're going to find ways to win each and every day.
A game like this where, it is a shootout, right? Offensively, they're clicking, you guys are clicking. What was mentality for you guys when you would go out there and kind of have to keep responding? How'd you guys keep your composure?
Just take it play by play. They're going to have explosive plays. They had great running backs and a good quarterback. So, it just all came down to us, playing our game. Defense played their hearts out, and offense just had to keep rolling.
How many family members did you say you had here today?
Around like 50 plus. I got a few right behind you guys as well.
Just how's it feel to do that in front of the, back in the hometown, but in front of the family too?
I mean, it's a blessing. Last year I was here as well. Didn't have much of a great game, but they always support me thick and thin, and no matter what, I just want to be able to put on a show for them.
Yeah. Mike, I think the last thing we kind of asked you was obviously the offense kind of sticking with it and things like that. But obviously this game, there was a lot of outside noise, right? And the team seemed to embrace it or block it out. Just what can you say about the group, dealing with that challenge throughout this week?
We got a lot of poise here, At the end of the day, we got one goal, and that's the championship. No matter who's talking, who's in the way, at the end of the day, we play our game, and we're going to get the job done.
How much more motivation did you have this week just with the talk coming out of Sac State?
Oh, a lot. Fun fact, they actually skipped me on recruiting 3 times. Out of high school, JUCO, and when I was in the portal. They said they didn't have enough money for me. And so I just felt like I wanted to prove something. I wanted to prove my worth, and show them what they've been missing, and I'm glad we got the win.
What does it do for the sideline when Hauck stands in the pocket, he takes a huge hit, their quarterback's kind of getting rid of the ball early, doesn't want to get hit. What does that do, and when your quarterback is willing to take that hit?
Man, he's a beast, man. I can't be thankful enough for him. That was a crazy hit. And for him to stand tall and finish the game with us, man, I can't do nothing but applaud him. That just is a true warrior right there, man. That's my dog.
What did you see on the Wildcat run for the touchdown? You had a pretty nasty juke move there. What did you see?
Man, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just bad leverage by him. I kind of just took advantage of it. Nothing against the player. At the end of the day, it's just when it's a hole, small hole, man, it's the best man wins. So.
I'm good.
Oh, obviously we've seen a lot of trick plays drawn up for you. What was it like seeing the fake punt pass today to Finch?
Amazing. I mean, we've been talking about him getting a catch all week, previous weeks, so seeing my guy Finch eat that was amazing. That was a great throw by Ty as well.
And to score late in the first half and right away in the second half, go up 14, how big of a deal was that for you guys?
Very huge. We had the momentum. We wanted to bring the momentum coming into the second half. We didn't want to let the foot off the gas. We want to continue to push. Because at any moment, they could break a run, a pass. You don't know what they could do. They're pretty capable of doing good things on offense.
Just what did you think of the section of Montana fans who traveled to this game?
Hey, man, I couldn't thank them enough. They're amazing people. We got an amazing community, man. I'm just so blessed to be a part of the Grizz Nation.
Gets that touchdown to go up 14. Their quarterback's kind of trying to get rid of the ball, doesn't want to take a hit. But when you see your quarterback standing there to take a big hit like that, what does that do for the sideline?
that just it shows that he's bought it. He's a great leader. I love being able to compliment him on defense as well. Like, they really help us out. We help them out. It's awesome to see that from our starting quarterback. You know?
What's coming down here and winning by multiple scores say about your team?
It's good. We're on to the next now, but it feels good.
You guys too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good.
For you guys too, obviously, to block out the noise, right, and block out everything and focus on the task at hand. What does it say about this group to be able to do that, and just focus on the task?
I think we got a very disciplined and mature team. We know what the task is at hand, so I think we come in and worry about what we need to worry about. All the other outside stuff is outside stuff. Nothing to do with us. We know what we need to do. We took care of it.
Second time of the year being on the road, just what was it like kind of being road warriors? How'd you feel the team embrace that challenge?
It's good. I'm excited to go back home, go back to Wagris.
I'm sure you guys did hear some of the outside noise leading up to the game. Just how much more motivation did that add to you guys as players heading into this week?
I think that we are a very disciplined team, and we had what was important in the task at hand and doing our assignment. I think we had that line pretty straight. So
when you guys score late in the first half, then right away in the second half, and you have a 14-point lead, just how big is that for you guys as a defense?
It's good. It's awesome, and it's great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, tremendous.
I don't know how many big games like this you got to play in at Portland State, but just what were like the emotions for you playing in a huge
in a
huge conference game like this? Yeah, so what were the emotions like for you in a big game like this?
In this game? Yeah, I think it's great. Every game's big. It's our game. So I think every game's important that we are playing in. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Peyton.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.